Hey YouTube, I'm the Geekerin, and today is the day I do that massively anticipated review of one of my most favourite games of all time, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I'll be discussing its rich themes and other amazing factors that make this game one of my favourites, so let's get started. The game is set in the fictional land of Allrest, a sea topped with clouds called the Cloud Sea. It is inhabited by massive creatures known as Titans, on which humanity lives. Legends claim humanity once lived atop the World Tree. The World Tree is a massive tree in the centre of Allrest, in a paradise called Elysium, which is essentially heaven. Yeah, it's just heaven pretty much. But their creator, also known as the Architect. But they were exiled for unknown reasons, and given the Titans to live on. The two nations, Ardain and Elia, are on brink of war throughout the story. Throughout the story, we meet a fun cast of characters that influence the plot in more ways than one, and we'll talk about them later. The gameplay of Xenoblade 2 is beautiful and fluent, but that's the short story please. It is set as a third-person JRPG, so it's obviously got some lovely UI, and even better controls. Battles are based on an auto-attack system, standard battles happen in an automatic cycle, and each individual attack charges your specials, which deal major damage if their QTE is performed correctly. On top of this, each special charges an ultimate move of sorts. These ultimate moves have multiple levels, with each subsequent level being more beautiful yet devastating than the last. As you can see with the gameplay I've chosen for this video, each tiny detail is beautiful, and while running at 1080p I believe, it feels like it's running at a perfectly consistent frame rate, which just makes my nerves side oh so happy. Oh so happy. Maybe also with the gameplay segment, it may be good to go over the voice acting in the game. The voice acting in this game is amazing. As much slack as the English dub may get, in my opinion, it deserves some amazing performances and most critical scenes. Most of these critical scenes I cannot mention for spoiler purposes, so that's just me protecting the fandom. Well, not really the fandom, just more the gaming community from spoilers. So yeah. And of course, as always, the Japanese dub is phenomenal. I do just prefer the English dub for JRPGs, just because I need to focus on the actual gameplay, not the voice and the subtitles. But the Japanese dub, as always, with most JRPGs, is in a league of its own. If you haven't noticed yet, all the music in this video is from the game, and what better game music have you heard Nintendo produce in recent years? From You Will Recall My Names to Battle Torna. Every piece of music produced in this game is absolutely spectacular. My god, even the night themes are good! Tanto and Ardain just name a couple. And who do we have to thank for this amazing music? None other than Yasunori Mitsuda, Ace, Kenji Hiromatsu, and Manami Kyoto. Those, sorry if I butchered any of them pronunciations, my god. All of these fine individuals brought their hearts and souls into each of these pieces to make them as wonderful as possible and to enrich the gameplay as much as it can. Xenoblade 2 somehow has a cast that is both emotionally intense yet tear-jerkingly funny. We have our protagonist Rex, shot out as a salvager, just trying to make his way, and his Blade, Pyro, also known as the Aegis. She shares a personality with Mithra, and this leads to many comedic moments when they switch at random. Then you have the Gormott Mia, who is not my personal favourite, but I still appreciate her character. And she does lead to some nice moments. We also have some royal links in our cast, one being the chief of the Ardainian army, Morag. She has a stern personality, and her blade, Bridget, will leave you burnt if you aren't careful. And finally, we have the boy, the Zekinator. Zeke, I forgot his last name. Zeke. He is the most comedic character by far, and he is honestly one of, if not, my favourite game character of all time. Almost forgot about Torna, our Nopal companion. He's an inventor, and makes his artificial blade Poppy, who, in my opinion, is best of. She's beautiful.
Behold the mighty Zeke von Gembu, bringer of chaos! loosely known as Zeke, and often addressed as the Zeekinator. Behold my blade, Pandoria, and this is my sword, the Purple Lightning Dream Smasher. If you want a taste, come and get it.
So on the whole, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is an amazing game, from its plot and characters to even its music, and I'd recommend this game to anyone that is into JRPGs and has a spare 50 hours or so to spend on this work of art. As for the next video, I have not really got a plan, so if you have a suggestion, please put in the comment section below. And apart from that, like and subscribe if you enjoyed, maybe even recommend it to a friend. But apart from that, thank you so much for watching.
Here we go! Hurrah! Bringer of Chaos! Ultimate Lightning Fury Slash Max!
Come on! That was the same as last time!
Huh? Huh? Pandy! Can't you do something?
Sorry! You know my